I don't like your opinion, but let's listen to each other.
Yes.
Let's engage each other. Kasi iisa lang naman ang pinaglalaban natin.
Wala
isang
namang
bayan
grupo
natin.
ngayon, Kuya Boy, na totally right or totally
Oo.
wrong.
Alan, maraming salamat muli sa pagkakataong ito.
Ako magpapasalamat sa oportunidad na to, Kuya Boy.
Ilang oras pa lamang ang nakakaraan, naglabas muli si former Congressman Zaldico ng kanyang Part 3 sa kanyang mga revelasyon. Nag-umpisa nung isang araw, sinundan, tapos ito nga. Huwag na natin isa-isahin, pero ang gusto malaman ng bayan ay ito bang tawagin na natin kung ano man, expose, revelasyon, mga kwento ni Congressman Zaldico na matagal na inantay ng taong bayan. Does this change the game, ika nga?
Quick answer, yes. Game changer ito, whether you believe him or not, no? So, first lesson, expect the unexpected because everyone was expecting hindi magsalita or pag magsalita, didepensahan lang yung sarili niya. But we've seen from the speech nung mahiya naman kayo until now, maraming unexpected na nangyayari, no? From the change of leadership sa Senate, yung ICI, sari-saring protesta, kung sino mga pangalan ang binabanggit, kung ano yung lang ghost, Kuya Boy, di ba? Until now, I join everyone in being outraged, pero this belief talaga that in this modern day, and then hindi sa sulok yung nandyan sa Bulacan at nandyan sa Cebu, nandyan sa iba't ibang area, no? I'm not judging per se kung ano yung ghost, but yung kung gaano kabigat, hindi lang yung corruption pero yung scheme. But Kuya Boy, ang question para sa akin kasi is sari-saring protesta, sari-saring paraan na iparinig sa atin lahat. Naggalit kami, kailangan ng pagbabago. Bakit in this period of time, all of us na nasa gobyerno, we cannot provide people with a roadmap or a vision man lang how we're going to get out of it. So we're all busy in showing that there's a hole, in digging that hole, in showing na eto masama, siya masama, eto masama, siya. We all agree na eh. Kaya nga outrage na tayo eh. Pero parang yung kakulangan to paint a vision na, okay, eto yung masama, eto yung mali, eto yung tama. This is the first step, the second step, eto yung mangyayari. No? One can say it's because it's ongoing pa, as you said, game changer after game changer. I mean, pag-upo ni Ombudsman Remulla is obviously was a game changer because iba din yung activism at direction niya. Pag-upo ni Senator Ping sa Blue Ribbon, but even pag-upo din ni Senator Marcoleta, it was game changers because we did not think that these two gentlemen will really face the lion in the face, yung corruption na to, no? Yung rally ng September 21, yung nagaganap na rally ngayon, I think these are iba lang yung yung level of pagiging game changers. So, let me put it this way, Kuya Boy, parang there's something so familiar with what's happening, especially to people a little bit older than us na inabot din yung martial law. Mm-hmm. But especially for me na martial law baby, inabot ang EDSA 1, EDSA 2, EDSA 3, inabot yung Hello Garcia, yung maraming skandalo, yung Napoles scandal. So there's something so familiar, but there's also a lot of things that are so unfamiliar, Kuya Boy, no? Which is also anong end game para sa lahat. So we're really in a extraordinary situation, Kuya Boy. But I'll repeat myself, there's extraordinary opportunity for real change, for transformation in our country.
Okay, babalikan ko yan. Ang hinahanap ko sa inyo ng tao, ang pakiramdam ng tao, litong-lito, dami-daming dumadating na balita. You use the word galit. Yes, may outrage. Yung parang sobra na. Mga natural calamities, sunod-sunod na nagaganap. Lindol, Bagyo. Nakikita ito sa Cebu at sa iba pang mga lugar. So may galit. Ang kadalasang tanong, and you also said it, paano ba magtatapos ang lahat ng ito? Or to be more specific, ang sinasabi ng tao, may makukulong ba dito? May mananagot ba dito?
Eventually naman, Kuya Boy, may mananagot, may makukulong. Ang question lang naman talaga is will it be real justice? Meaning yung talagang mga dapat makulong, or will it be weaponized para kung sino lang ang kalaban ng kung sino makulong? But Kuya Boy, going dun sa kalituhan, di ba? Di ba kaya nga sinabi sa Bible, the blind leading the blind. Ano ba yung blind? Walang vision. Ano ba yung blind leading the blind? Meaning, susunod ka sa walang vision, pero sumusunod ka doon. So, I'm not criticizing any group or any one leader. I'm criticizing our whole leadership right now. No? Every single person who claims to be a leader, including myself. Ang pamilya na walang vision, hindi mo alam kung saan ka pupunta. Ang jeep o ang bus na hindi pwedeng i-describe sa'yo kung pupunta man kaming Baguio, pupunta kami Lucena, hindi mo alam kung sasakay ka, hindi, malilito ka talaga. So the problem, Kuya Boy, is that in the past, kahit ano sama, martial law, EDSA 1, EDSA 2, people could paint a vision and then may path or paraan papunta doon. So I think the confusion is brought about by much fear, much more anger than fear, outrage nga ang tawag natin, but also a lack of humility from everyone in trying to find a solution. I think the main go-to formula right now is to blame your opponent. Nangyayari to dahil doon. So from the barangay unit all the way to Malacanang, it's I didn't do it, yung kabila ang gumawa.
Okay.
So hindi tuloy ma-paint yung... So yung kalituhan is hindi ko sinong guilty eh. I think more or less people know who is guilty. Ang question lang is, ano talaga yung ginawa, paano ginawa, and sino yung magkakasama doon. So kaya may kalituhan. Kasi dati, Kuya Boy, simple lang ang turo sa atin, di ba? Nag-aaway kayo, valedictorian, salutatorian, nandaya ka, tanggal ka. Eh ngayon, hindi na ganun eh. Di ba yung, ayokong tanggalin yung valedictorian kasi ayoko sa salutatorian. Eh, paano kung pareho nandaya yung valedictorian, salutatorian? Eh, kung sino mas mataas? Before, getting to the vision was much easier. Kung sinong mali, tanggalin niya.
Okay.
Ngayon, confusion kasi magulo ini-espouse natin na mga theories and yung tinutulak natin na kung sinong dapat maglingkod sa ating bayan.
Ang dami ng pinagdaanan itong mga nakaraang buwan, pero maraming nagsasabi na, to use again your word, extraordinary. Parang kung ikukumpara ang kontrobersiya, ang itong korupsyon na nasasaksihan ng taong bayan ngayon, marami ang nagsasabi, iba ito. Dati pala barya. Ngayon, nakita natin ng sambayanan, yung mesa na punong-puno ng pera, na itong gilid na ito ay para kay, ito ay yung kanilang paghahati-hati ng pondo ng bayan. So, klaro na ninakaw, klaro na maraming mandarambong, na involved sa gobyerno, na hindi nakita ito in the past. May nakita tayong mga cheque, may nakita tayong mga debate tungkol sa corruption, but this is the first time that people would say, nakita namin eh. Ngayon, isa sa mga ipinakita ni Congressman Zaldico ay yung mga maleta. Yung mga maleta na, I would just like to mention this because una, hinanap ko kung talagang Rimowa dahil yun ang isa sa mga diskusyon ni Senador Ping na paano naman, I mean, of course, trying to vet also the information dahil hindi naman lahat ng information ay tatanggapin ng mga investigating bodies. Hindi naman pala lahat, no? So, kanya-kanya ng opinion. Pinakita yung mga maleta na naglalaman ng pera, sinabi niya na yung the testimony of Gotesa ay tama, nagpangalan, kina John Paul, pinagtatagpo-tagpo ni Zaldico ang naratiba, lalo na ni Gotesa, at pinatutuhanan niya na tama yung sinasabi ng mama. Ang katanungan ko, iba yung reaksyon ngayon ng tao na sinasabing, nakita namin eh. Nakita namin yung pera, nakita namin yung 38 billion, 31 bags, ganito, idinideliver sa mga bahay ng... Ito yung pagkakaiba in the context of the experience of the Filipino people. Kaya pag nagtatanong ang tao, wala bang makukulong? Wala bang mananagot dyan? Ano bang mangyayari? Ano ba ang, to use your word, ano bang end game nito? Ano bang aming dapat, as a leader, Alan, ano bang aming dapat asahan? Paano magtatapos? Maisosoli ba ang perang ito sa amin? Ito ba'y maibabalik? Ano ba, what is going to happen?
Okay. Direct sagot muna, Kuya Boy. Ano ba dapat nating asahan at ano dapat nating ipaglaban? Which is real change and transformation. Nothing less. Diba? So, kumbaga, if it's a crossroad, tatlo pupuntahan mo. Pag kaliwa, bolahan lang, pero same. And pag same, it will get worse. Okay. Another, let's say, kanan, which is may konting pagbabago. Wala nang ghost, pero yung sistema ng pandaraya, pananakot, pangungurakot, or stealing, lying, and cheating, nandiyan pa rin. Yung culture nandiyan pa rin, pero wag naman ghost. That's another way. Greed will eventually come in, babalik. The third one, which is what happens sa Singapore, when muntik bumaksak ang stock market nila because nga of a certain company, they had to meet and they had a national dialogue and they decided, wala tayong natural resources, either ma-invade tayo, ma-absorb tayo, mababaon tayo sa kahirapan, if we do not offer something to the world. And they offered themselves yung sipag nila, but they put integrity as a central value. And from there, nagbago. So, we have to demand na hindi the same Philippines or mamatay yung kilala natin Pilipinas o ugaling Pilipino. We have to demand real change and transformation. Having said that, Kuya Boy, why is it so familiar? So, I was in elementary school nung martial law, then going to the 1984 election. At that time, joke na rin nun yung na, huy, hindi lang to under the table, kasama na rin yung table. But I agree with you yung magnitude ngayon. So, to follow that example na hindi lang under the table, kasama yung table, ngayon pati yung forest na lahat ng puno na ginawang table, ninakaw na rin. Di ba? So, ang point ko doon, Kuya Boy, yung magnitude, brazenness, yes, grabe. But remember, the last year of President Arroyo, 50 billion lang ang DPWH funds. Ngayon, it's more than 1 trillion pesos. So, yung amount and yung magnitude grew eh. So, sumabay din yung pagnanakaw, kaya lang, yung brazenness, di ba? Yung kawalang hiyaan na dati kung may 10% ka sa 50 billion, that's 5B. Ngayon, kung may 10% ka sa 1 trillion, 100 billion na nga yun eh. Hindi ka pa natuwa, nag-ghost ka pa, nag-100% ka pa. So, let me agree with you there. Kaya nga may outrage. Having said that, Kuya Boy, if you look at history, what do you expect if you accept the culture of cheating, stealing, and lying? Sooner or later, yun talaga. So, that's why it's a lesson to me na hindi pwedeng, sige, tanggapin na natin, pero ganito lang. You have to have very clear red lines. Nagnakaw ka, you go to jail. Hindi pwedeng nagnakaw ka, pero malakas ka sa akin. Okay. So, tinatanong mo, Kuya Boy, di ba, yung confusion sa outrage. Kasi nga, when we said we would appoint the ICI, people thought, sige, iwan mo na dyan, then we'll govern, let them do their work quietly, and then makakasuhan yung dapat makasuhan. Hindi, na-weaponize eh. Di ba? Without criticizing the Blue Ribbon Committee, whether led by Senator Marcoleta or Senator Ping, the ICI, the Ombudsman, one, hindi nag-focus sa ghost lang. Muna. Focus ha. I'm not saying wag tignan lahat. I'm saying focus muna. Number two, hindi nag-focus muna sa masterminds. So, naggugulo yan. Sabi sa Bible, if you want to get the strong man, you bind him muna. Diba? So, kung may bilyonaryo kang kalaban, hulihin mo siya, itali mo yung pondo niya, para hindi niya magamit tauhan niya, armas niya at pera laban sa iyo. Di ba? Pero kung sasabihin mo, hindi, hulihin ko lahat yan. Pero siya may pera, may kapangyarihan, guguluhin niya talaga yan. And there are people who are now, not only people, groups, who are benefiting with the gulo. Because nga, wala tayong humility na, baka I'm part of the problem. Ang ano natin is kung ako masosolve ko yan.
Okay.
Ako dapat.
Okay.
So, in the short term, Kuya Boy, wala akong nakikitang lilinaw ito. Di ba? Because wala ngang national dialogue eh. We're not talking to each other. We're not listening to each other. We're just affirming what we already believe. So, if the Pinklawans think it's the DDS thinks it's Marcos thinks it's ganyan, we're trapped ngayon doon. So, while the one testimony could be a game changer, it could be true or not, sino pa nagsabing, patapusin niyo muna ako, wag muna kayong galit, makinig muna kayo? Si Zaldico. But everyone else is not saying that. Yung naniniwala sa kanya, totoo, magalit na kayo kay Marcos. Yung Marcos Group, ba't makikinig man lang kayo? Di ba? So, because of that outrage, na may kasamang, siyempre outrage anger yan eh. Pero may kasamang kalituhan, may kasamang fear. Anong mangyayari sa ating bansa? One last point, Kuya Boy. At nabanggit ko to officially sa budget hearing ng DPWH kay Sec Vince. Sec Vince, do you agree with me? Dalawa ang trabaho mo ngayon. One is habulin yung mga ng loko, but the other one is to continue building our nation. So ang problema, Kuya Boy, dun tayo caught up ngayon eh. So many things are stalling. And kasama dun, paggastos ng pera ng gobyerno at yung mga infra projects natin. Kasi ang focus nandito, at the same time, may fear na mapasama ako pag ginalaw ko to.
Okay.
So, assuming, Kuya Boy, sa 1 trillion, we lost 200 billion. Magkano mawawala sa bansa if we stop moving? If we stop building? How many of our students will be in a 2-3 shift school 4 hours a day if we don't build the classrooms? How many farms will close down if we don't build farm-to-market roads? How many young people will go to drugs if we don't build this? The government is saying, no, we can do it the same time, but it's not happening. Ang focus natin lahat dito, and because there's no clear vision, and because we can't, as a nation, have at least a common denominator and agree with each other, it's just not working.
Okay. 2 points. Doon sa sinabi mo na hindi mo nakikita ang pagtatapos nito kung hindi tayo magpaparinigan, kung hindi tayo mag-uusap. Kasi kanya-kanya tayo lahat ng punto de vista, ika nga. That's number one. Number two, given a situation na katulad ng sinabi mo kay Sec Vince Dizon, na dalawa yun eh. Aayusin mo itong mga nagnakaw at aayusin mo yung trabaho. Kasi hindi naman pwedeng huminto ang trabaho. But isn't it an issue of leadership higher than Secretary Vince Dizon?
Yes.
Kailangan marinig namin yun na, okay, ito ang nangyayari. Ito ang nangyayari. Ang gulo-gulo ngayon, but this is what it is. Yun yung hinahanap naming boses.
Yes, leadership matters. Many times, primary ang leadership. Diba? Having said that, Kuya Boy, extraordinary times, it's not enough na singilin ang presidente ng leadership. It's the leadership of all politicians. But ang point nga na we-weaponize, nagagamit na to. Every single politician thinks, may oportunidad ako dito. Either para kunin yung kalaban mo, or to duck kung ikaw may kasalanan. So, I dare say that we, all of us who are leading the country now, are failing the Filipino people.
Right.
In general,
Tama.
Everyone has their asset. I mean, I can say, eto yung tamang ginagawa ni Ping Lacson. Eto tamang ginagawa ni Senator Marcoleta. Eto tama ni ginagawa ni Vince Dizon. But, you know, as a group of leaders who obviously don't like each other, we're not providing a vision, we're not providing a pathway or a way for us to get out of this. So kung isang kumpanya to, Kuya Boy, we're all claiming to be strengthening the company, but we're killing it.
Mm-hmm. Oo. Isa nga doon sa mga dahilan ay hindi natin nakikitaan ang pagtatapos itong mga nakawan na inumpisa ng presidente ang challenge, no? Doon sa kanyang mahiyahiya naman kayo sa inyong ginagawa by naming the 15 top contractors involved in the DPWH controversy. So, having said that, ang leaders ng bayang ito, and that includes all our leaders, no, are caught up in an environment where most of them are defensive.
Yes.
Most of them are...
Well, may fear, may confusion, may anger.
meron. Oo, dahil paano...
So walang humility, walang boldness, walang love.
Oo, and then, tama. And then, nasaan ang governance? Everybody is, ang impression na nakukuha ng marami is that everybody is tiptoeing dahil, I will put it